Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Diagramming English. In this one we're going to learn to diagram the genitive case, which in English would be possession. And this comes from Mr. Henley's book, chapter 1.5. So let's jump right in. She praised the victory of the sailor. First thing we're going to do is parse this sentence. We're going to identify every word in here. So she, subject of the sentence, it's a subject pronoun. It's in the nominative case. What's she doing? She's praising. Always underline the verb twice, or at least I do. She's praising. What is she praising, or what did she praise? She praised the victory. The victory received the action. It receives her praise. So it's the direct object, and in Latin it goes into the accusative case. Of is a preposition. Of what? Of the sailor. The sailor is the object of the preposition. I should have said of whom. And I like to put the whole prepositional phrase into a parenthetical expression. So of the sailor, that entire phrase there is a prepositional phrase and goes in the parenthetical expression. Of the sailor is in the genitive case. As a general rule of thumb in in Latin, if you have the word of, it's going into the genitive case. That doesn't always work, but as a general rule of thumb, it works. And in English, this is possessive, of the sailor. It's whose victory? It's the sailor's victory, or the victory of the sailor. The is an article adjective. The is another article adjective. We'll deal with those later. Let's drop down low, and we're going to diagram down here at the bottom, and then we'll translate between the diagram and the English sentence. So to diagram, we always start with a straight line and divide it, and then we put the subject on the subject side, so she, verb on the verb side, she praised, and since we have a direct object, we extend the main line, draw a straight stick to the main line. That's how I teach my students. She praised what? She praised the victory. Okay, so there's our direct object. Direct object goes on the main line after a half stick. The is an article adjective. We'll put that down underneath. It's actually describing victory. It's an adjective describing victory, so it goes underneath victory. And then whose victory is it? It's the victory of the sailor. So of the sailor is a prepositional phrase, and it shows possession. So we're going to put it under the word it's showing possession to. And we're going to put a straight line with of on it, and then a slanted line with of on it, and then a straight line with sailor. And we have she praised the victory of sailor. All we need now is that last article adjective, the, and we'll put it underneath sailor since it is an adjective pointing toward sailor. So now the last thing to do, and you can quit now if you are not learning Latin, but the last thing to do is to translate this sentence into Latin. So we'll do it in English word order first, where I just drop the words straight down and translate it into Latin, and then in the end we'll switch it and I'll show you how it would be in Latin word order, or Roman word order. Okay, so she praised. She in Latin is ia. Ia, and praised in the perfect tense is, laudavit. So ia laudavit. We don't translate article adjectives in Latin, because Latin doesn't have any. So, ia laudavit victoriam, it's victoriam, because it's in the accusative case. Ia laudavit victoriam, and to say of the sailor, we actually don't translate of either, we just put sailor in the genitive case in Latin. So we would have naute. Ia laudavit victoriam naute. Now honestly, unless you're showing emphasis, Latin probably wouldn't even include the pronoun ia. So now we're left with laudavit victoriam naute. We're down to 3 words. And the Romans liked to place the verb at the end. So we would actually end up with victoriam naute laudavit. Victoriam naute laudavit. Let's look at another one. The daughter praised the sailor's fortune. Same process again. Subject of the sentence is the daughter. It's the subject. It goes in the nominative case in Latin. What's she doing? She praised. Verb, double underline it. What did she praise? She actually praised the fortune. The fortune is what receives the praise. So it's the direct object, and it's in the accusative case. Whose fortune is she praising? She's praising the sailor's fortune, and this is a possessive noun. But it's also acting as an adjective. It goes into the genitive case because it's possessive. That apostrophe right there tells us that it's possessive. The is an article adjective. The is an article adjective. We don't need either of the article adjectives, so we'll just dump those now. We will use them, though, when we diagram them. So the diagram, we always start with a straight line and divide it. The daughter, what is she doing? She praised. The daughter praised. The daughter praised the fortune. Or some people say the fortune. The fortune. And whose fortune did she praise? She praised the sailors. And this one goes on a slanted line because it's really acting as an adjective here. It's a possessive noun, but it's also acting as an adjective. So the daughter praised the sailor's fortune. We can add the other article adjective here. The daughter praised the sailor's fortune. Okay, for those of you learning Latin, we'll translate this now into Latin. And daughter is filia. And what is she doing? Laudavit. And what is she laudaviting? What is she praising? She's praising the sailors' fortune, naute. That's sailors, that's in the genitive case there. And she's praising the fortune, fortunam. It's fortuna is fortune, but fortunam is fortune in the accusative case. Of course, this is bad Latin word order, so we would change this to filia, make that the first one, and fortunam would probably come second. So filia, fortunam, naute, and then the last one would be the verb laudavit. Filia, fortunam, naute, laudavit. Another one. He praised the daughter of the sailor. Mr. Henley likes sailors and praise a lot. You'll discover that as you go through Henley's first year Latin book. Subject of the sentence, he, it's a subject pronoun, nominative case. What did he do? He praised. What did he praise? He praised the daughter, direct object, accusative case. He praised the daughter of is a preposition, of whom, sailor, object of the preposition, and this entire thing here, this entire phrase goes into a parenthetical expression. It's a prepositional phrase, and it's in the genitive case. Remember, anytime you see the word of, there's a good chance that's going into the genitive case in Latin. The is an article adjective. There's another article adjective there. We're not going to translate those into Latin, so typically I just eliminate them. Always draw a straight line and divide it. He, subject on the subject side, praised, verb on the verb side. We now have our basic sentence diagrammed. But we've got a direct object to add, so we add it to the main line. He praised daughter. He praised the daughter. And then we have a prepositional phrase again. Of, sailor, the. He praised the daughter of the sailor. He praised the daughter of the sailor. And in Latin, he is is. Laudavit is praised. Is laudavit. Is laudavit. So filia is daughter, but because it's accusative, we'll change it to filiam. It's accusative and we're only talking about one. Accusative singular. Filiam. Is laudavit filiam. Now of the sailor, we don't translate of, we don't translate the. We're just going to translate sailor and put it in the genitive case. Now te. So is laudavit filiam naute. Bad Latin word order. Again, unless we're showing emphasis, we won't even use the pronoun, so we'll just eliminate that. And we would probably go with filiam first. So filiam naute laudavit. Filiam naute laudavit. One more. He saw the cause of the victory. Subject of the sentence, he, subject pronoun, nominative case. What did he do? He saw, verb. What did he see? He saw the cause, direct object. Accusative case, of preposition, of what? He saw the cause of what? Of the victory, object of the preposition. Of the victory is a prepositional phrase. It's in the genitive case because of the word of, and we can eliminate the article adjectives when we get to that point in Latin. Let's diagram this. He, on the subject side, saw. On the verb side, what did he see? He saw the victory. Victoriam. That's a direct object. So we put it on the main line after a half stick. He saw the victory. He saw the victory, article adjective underneath. He saw the victory of, preposition. Also looks like an adjective, but then we add a line to the slanted line. He saw, oh, I messed up, guys. He didn't see the victory. He saw the, let's eliminate this. What did he see? He saw the cause. He saw the cause of the victory. He saw the cause of victory. The is an article adjective underneath. Okay, last step is to translate this into Latin. So, is vidit, he saw. What did he see? He saw causam. Causa is cause in Latin. Accusative, causam. We add that M there at the end. Is vidit causam. He saw the cause of victory. We're not going to translate the article adjective, so we'll eliminate those. Victoria. Victoria is victory in Latin, but since it's genitive, we're going to add an E. Is vidit causam victoriae. In Latin, we probably wouldn't include the pronoun, so we'll get rid of is, and we would actually probably start with causam, and then go to victoriae, and then finally we would add the verb. So causam victoria vidit. Causam victoria vidit. Okay, you now know how to diagram a prepositional phrase in English and translate it into Latin if you're working on that. If you want to find out more about Latin, Greek, English, their effects on each other, effects on our language, then check out DwaneThomas.com. I have a tip of the week that I send out every week that you can sign up for right over there. If you want to learn more about languages, I'll send a tip or something that I've learned over years and years of learning languages right to your inbox every Saturday. All right, I'll see you there. Have a great day.